and go.
Oh shit.
I know, mine didn't work either. I'm zoomed in really far.
Oh man.
That's alright. Alright, we're live, and I screwed up that intro, but it's fine because we're here now.
We're here. We're back in action.
It's all happening.
It's all happening. It's all coming together. Here we are, episode 4.
Boy, episode 4 I think is my favorite episode. That might just
so
be
far it's
me,
my
I don't
favorite
know.
episode. Yeah, I mean, it's my favorite episode so far, but I've got personal reasons for enjoying it so much.
Oh yeah? Can I hear those?
Well, first things first. I mean, I'm living in a room of my own.
That is a great reason. I was going to ask you a few minutes ago when we were prepping, but then I was like, I should wait for the show because this is big stuff. But then I forgot again, and here we are.
No, that's alright. It's weird because, like, I think about, like, you know, we talk just normally outside the show, and then when we talk before we actually get things going, I think to myself, like, oh, we're having, like, normal conversation. Should I save this for when we're streaming, or...
So I try to, like, keep the conversation normal, but I also, if I have, like, questions I don't know the answer to or something like that, then I will wait. Or I'll tell you, like, oh, I want to know about this, but we'll save it. So, yeah, so that's how I do it. Hello? Oh, no, did I lose Ian? Alright guys, finally, the time is nigh. I've been waiting for this moment to have the show to myself. And now I do. So, life is good. He's been dragging me down for a while now. I think we can all agree, right? Right, guys? Ha! Yeah. Guy sucks. Hello? Alright. I think Ian died. Meteor might have hit Philly. It's very possible. Could fix this right now. Try to figure out how to fix this. One sec. Let me send him a quick text. Oh, there he is. I hear a little noise. Oh, he left the room. No, he's gone. Finally, guys. Finally, the time is here. You guys have been asking in private messages. You know, I didn't want to hurt his feelings, but maybe he finally got the idea. Yeah. So here we are. It's just us. Is anybody in the chat tonight? Oh, shit. He's back. He's back, guys. Shh. I don't know if he's back in the chat yet, but... You know, we're trying to start things rocky. That's our plan tonight.
Hello.
Oh, he's back. Yeah.
Hi.
Everybody can attribute to all the nice things I said to you about you when you were gone.
Oh,
nice
no. Did I hear nice things? Did I miss them? Because I wanted to hear them.
Oh, man, there were so many nice things. So many.
Man, I'm sad I missed those.
Did you lose the drawing at all?
No, I'm back in.
Okay.
So I figured out what happened, and I accidentally hit the power strip with my foot.
I've done that before.
So,
move.
Good timing. I haven't done it at all today. At all. Not one bit. Nope. Never happened until,
Well, I'll have you know that while you were gone, I only said very, very kind words about
I'm going to have to, like, watch the highlights later on. And
No need. Just trust me on that they were nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, nice things. No need to check.
I don't mean to be suspicious. I'm just saying, like...
Oh, you're being pretty suspicious.
Wait, I'm being suspicious, or...
Yeah, you are. So just let it go.
Oh, okay.
Trust me when I say they were only the nicest things to be said.
Very nice things. Okay.
And, yeah, we'll leave it at that.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna listen.
No,
I mean...
No. Don't do that. What layer were you drawing on? Oh, Ian 2.
Yeah, Ian... No, I'm actually drawing on Ian 1 to...
for this bomb.
Yeah, oh yeah, I was drawing on Ian 2 for the bomb.
I know. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, I see. We're getting a little cranky. Do you want to fight on the stream?
Sorry.
Do you want to fight on this stream?
I got myself all riled up while you were gone talking shit. And,
Okay. Wait, you were talking shit.
I
You
mean
weren't saying nice things about me.
Nice things.
What the fuck, man? I mean, you lied to me.
No,
you lied to my
no,
face.
Sorry. I meant to say I said nice things.
Oh, why I oughta?
Why
you oughta? Domestic violence to the moon.
Well, we don't live in the same place, so there's nothing domestic about this.
This is true. This is cyberbullying.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a very serious
It's
issue.
a
Everybody.
really big issue. Yeah.
It's a very big issue, so you gotta be careful.
I would never
when you joke about.
make jokes about that. No, sir.
I don't
Today,
need to.
Never.
No, you don't.
No.
If you see me making jokes about cyberbullying, it's a robot clone. Okay, that's what's happening. I would never.
The cyber has taken over the bully.
Yes, right. Is he farting?
I mean, he might be.
Okay.
That fell out of his pocket.
Oh, that's what it looks like. Yeah, let's draw out his broccoli then. Here I go. Let me just make sure I get that broccoli in there. Wait, hold on. I'm doing this wrong. God dang it. Why can I choose a color for my eraser? That's stupid. Oh, shit.
That's stupid.
I drew on the wrong layer. Okay, I'm messing this up. You know what? You draw your broccoli on your own time.
It's okay. It's been this whole episode has been a mess up from both of us. Like in the beginning, I was like super zoomed in, so I couldn't help draw while the music the music was going, and I was trying to like fix it. And then you got booted out, and then
I got booted out.
This and
with
that.
my big toe. Yeah, it's you know.
That's what caused it.
It's always a struggle. So, the point is that we're here. We're delivering the laughs. I hope we're delivering the drawings.
There's laughs, maybe at our own,
on our expense.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how have things been, Ian, since last week?
Yeah, so I moved. I think that's what I was trying to talk about.
Yeah,
I moved into a house, so I'm not homeless anymore. I'm not on the couch anymore. Big ups to my friend who let me sleep on his couch, Steve. So I'm here. Scout Steve. Scout Steve.
I wish I could stay on the Scout Steve.
Hey there, Amstray. Great job. Is that Coach Steve, or is that his name? In the show.
Coach Z.
Coach Z. Yeah. You knew what I was talking about, though. Hey, only 90s kids will know.
Hey, everyone else is confused.
Yeah. See, there used to be a program called Flash, and you used to be able to do anything you wanted in it.
I was really expecting you to be really old when you said program. I thought you were gonna say there used to be a program called Homestar, like you were talking about a TV show.
Oh yeah.
It's one of my programs.
To be one of my weeklies, my weekly soaps. Hamstray
This is my
Jingle
favorite
Bob.
program.
And then maybe later on I'll go down to the store and grab a phosphate, so that we can
No, don't.
we can do a little soft shoe and maybe have the foxtrot go around. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well,
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know, dog. But yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought now. Great job.
The thing you were saying was so important too.
It was absolutely important. It's vital that I got to say the thing that I said or was going to say.
I like your little horse bouncy.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to figure out how to make the kid's body react to like the bounciness of the horse thingy. I found this pen like 30 minutes before we came on.
The one you're using on the computer?
The one I'm using right now, yeah. Because it's not the same for the tablet. It's the the Wacom pen.
Oh.
And I didn't know where it was for the longest time, and I was looking through going like, okay, now if I was Ian 2 months ago, where would I put my tablet pen? And then I found it. It was in a basket.
Is that where you would put it as Ian?
I looked at my glasses case. I looked at a number of more protective places, but they just weren't. It wasn't in one of those.
Oh well. I look out for myself as future Brandon. I look out for future Brandon as much as I look out for present Brandon. I try to. Yeah.
I try. It's hard.
Things can be found.
Sometimes future Ian's just not in consideration when I'm doing things, and that's unfortunate. Usually when I'm drinking, that's when future Ian
Stop scaring.
leaves. Well, that's when future Ian just stops becoming a concern of mine.
In future Ian?
Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, like when I'm drinking, I won't be like, oh no, future Ian wouldn't like it if he decided to eat all of this gross shit right now, and then present Ian.
Sorry, I'm listening, but I'm going to use Ian 3, that layer, to color, and a multiply layer.
Tread lightly. I'll go all Walter
Ian
White on
3?
you. No, I'm on Ian 2.
Speaking of Walter White, did you see that they're putting out a Breaking Bad movie?
I did see that, but I saw like news of that a while ago, and like I thought it was maybe a rumor.
Did you see it recently?
No, I haven't.
Okay, no, it's real. They put out a trailer on Netflix.
Oh,
Netflix.
shit!
It's a Netflix thing. In the trailer, people seem to be pretty amped, and I'm sure it'll be great. I just started watching the most recent season of Better Call Saul, and it's awesome, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be obviously good, but the trailer didn't really do it for me. I was like, oh yeah, it looks cheesy. But I'm sure it'll be good, because it's all the same people are making it.
So, is it... So, I haven't seen the trailer yet, so
Okay.
I've got some questions to ask.
Ask away.
And I'm going to try... Should we just say right now, spoiler alerts for...
I mean, it's a trailer. Is that spoilers? They
Breaking-
can go to YouTube right now and find it.
Well, for
tell you.
Breaking Bad. I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah. Spoilers for Breaking Bad. If you haven't seen
If you
Breaking
haven't
Bad,
seen this,
and
like,
you're like,
8-year-old
oh, I don't
show.
want to know what happens, spoiler alert. In
Spoiler alerts.
30 seconds, we'll talk about all Breaking Bad things.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to just cover our ground, because I don't know if
Even
we're gonna-
Morgan, my girlfriend who I live with, she was, I mean, you know that, but to the viewers.
Yeah, to the viewers.
I was like, Breaking Bad trailer came out. She's like, what was it? And I'm like, I can't tell you, because she hasn't finished the show, so.
Oh, she hasn't finished the show yet.
No.
Oh, jeez, you gotta get on that.
I know, but it's a lot of show to watch. But I'm also
There's a lot of TV to watch.
happy to jump in, but you know we haven't yet. So
Yeah, well, you
she's
said
seen
you're on the
most of it.
latest.
She's seen like half, and that's it.
Okay, gotcha.
But it,
Well,
yeah, go ahead, ask questions.
my-
Spoilers are now in session.
the red light is on. Okay, spoilers can happen. They will happen.
Yeah,
You better
they
watch
may
out.
Will happen. That's right.
They will happen. So, what is it even about? Like, is Walter White still alive in
No,
this movie?
I don't believe so. He might be, but
Okay.
for the teaser did not seem that way at all. It didn't also.
Okay,
it also
cool.
didn't speak to him at all. But I'm assuming he's dead. I would be stupid to be like, oh,
Yeah, I was gonna.
they brought him back.
Yeah, well, I was just wondering if it was like taking place in the past. So this
It
is
was
gonna
a
be about
teaser.
what happened to Jesse.
So the whole yes, I believe it's all about what happens to Jesse.
Okay, well that was
The teaser
Doug?
is it's in a little like interrogation room at a police station.
Okay.
It's the one. Okay, so you might know this better than me. Even if you don't, you'll know who I'm talking about, but I can't think of his name. It's one of Jesse's two friends. Not he has the two guys.
Badger?
Skinny Pete. It's not Badger. It's Skinny Pete. Skinny Pete's
Okay.
in the interrogation room, and
Yo, bro,
yeah, and
that's Jesse over there, man.
you don't even hear the cops talk. It's just him. It's just like a real short, as the teaser is. It's like 10 seconds or 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And basically, it's Skinny Pete in this interrogation room, and he's like, I don't know where he is. He's like, and even if I did know where he was, he's like, I saw the news just like you guys. They kept him in cage. I'm not gonna help you guys put him back in a cage. And then that's where it ends. It's like just cops
Okay.
like, talking to him. So like, in the thing's called the special's called El Camino. So I'm assuming it's like Jesse escaping in a car.
Yeah, and
in,
he's
like,
gonna be riding
the
in that
desert.
car
He's
for
like-
a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds like
That's
it would
it.
pretty much answer my main gripe with the finale of the show. So that's cool.
Of what happened to Jesse? Is that your gripe?
Yeah, like the whole episode's like, yeah, Walter dies in the
that
back.
ending.
Well, I
I'm
just
happy to
wanted
discuss
like
this, though.
when we saw the ending of the show, I was just like, nothing's gonna be good for Jesse. Like whenever he ends up in town, he's like still a wanted man. Like shit's fucked for my dude. Like I want to see what happens next.
Escaped to like Mexico or something. He's obviously done in America. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it's just they focus so little on like developing Jesse's character, and like Jesse was the character in the show who
That's what the
got
show's about, really.
fucked the most. Was just like Jesse. It was basically like Walter White be turning into an evil guy, and then Jesse directly getting fucked over from
You
every
relate
decision.
with Jesse. Walter White you can't relate with because he's just like
He's just like
he has
a
this
monster.
ego and his like impending death and all the stuff that's turning him into like something different.
Yeah, exactly.
But with Jesse, yeah, I agree. And so I was okay with the ending because in this, I use this as like a constant trope to describe things, but I feel like it's too easy to try to write. Maybe it's not easy, but it's too common to try to write a answer to how the happily ever after is for all these characters. So like I like how like Last Kelvin and Hobbes or whatever is like, and
it's
then
a magical
they went
world.
off and did their own thing.
Yeah,
same kind of stuff they've been doing, but so like him just like driving off into the sunset. Like I like the classic, this leave into the sunset and then your imagination does the rest.
Yeah,
okay
I don't know.
with
It just felt like
wanted a little bit more answers.
especially for Jesse, because like they'd also like just killed like his girlfriend the
Yeah.
episode before, and like he has like a kid, like Todd, like not his kid, but like he was basically gonna be a father figure. I think Todd was the kid's name, but like the one who got, I don't know, like the way they ended
Todd was
it by
the
not.
asshole that murdered the kid in front of him.
You're right. Todd is the kid who. Well, yeah, Todd is the asshole who murdered the girlfriend too.
Yeah.
But like you know,
It's played by Matt Damon.
Andrea. Yeah. No. It was played by. I saw him in another movie, and I was just like, "Oh my god,
I've
it's
seen
that
the
guy."
other stuff.
But so Jesse, like in the plot line when Jesse was trying to get his life back on track, it was Andrea and I forget the kid's name.
Mm-hmm.
But those were like his. Those were his sort of ways to kind of
become a normal human.
Become a normal person again and sort of turn his life around from being the bad guy as he saw himself. And then they kill Andrea, but they don't mention anything about the kid. And like so like you killed the one main motivation that kept Jesse going even when he was like locked in the cage or something and all that stuff. But you don't mention like what happens to the other that's like a loose end.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
like what's Jesse gonna do once he gets like somewhere? Is he gonna like I don't know, his just whole story is still
hopefully they
not even close
touch on
to
that
over.
stuff because that's
Well, yeah,
I'm
that's why I'm
also
excited
interested
for
in
this.
that. I'm also like happy that Jesse just like got out, and I'm like hoping that that's where it goes because
Yeah, I do hope it's
he deserves to be free.
He does deserve to be free. I just like that was my main complaint is he deserves to be free, but like the ending of the of Breaking Bad just
have you watched
left
Better
me
Call Saul at all?
So I need to.
It's so good. They have the first 3 seasons on Netflix. Season 4 is not, but I've been streaming it through illegitimate means. I
need to try and get into that show again. It was just such a
you didn't like it.
Slow burn. Yeah. I ended up not. Well, the thing is, it's not that I didn't like it. It was just I wasn't in a place in my life to try and like it was just kind of really slow, like even slower than Breaking Bad is slow, and I was just like, I wasn't at a place where I could kind of keep up with those sorts of that sort of plot, I guess.
I mean, I've watched some really terrible stuff in your home that you were like, you're like, it's great because it's terrible. Yeah,
and you don't have to pay attention to it, really. You can just kind of watch the stupid shit. You can watch the stupid shit happen and be like, that's hilarious, and then you don't need to remember the story because the story is garbage anyways.
That's true, I get it.
That's the joy in it.
Alright. Well, yeah, so I get it. It's slower. It definitely picks up, but I understand that's a hard reason to jump into something like. Trust me, it gets good eventually. You just gotta slog through.
Yeah, I mean now that like now that I'm back and like on my feet and like able to kind of like do the shit I would like to do, I'm gonna try and get back into that show and a number of other shows I've been meaning to catch up on. It's just also.
Yeah.
I just haven't been able to watch these shows.
So I've just been watching that again lately, and it's good.
Gotcha. I need to get into that.
I thought
the show
was over. I thought finale happened, but I'm finding out there's another season coming. So apparently that's not the case. But I'm on season 4 now of Better Call
Interesting.
Saul, and it's still very good. It's
Cool.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited to start watching a bunch of other stuff again now that like I got my setup. I'm all set up. I'm not on a couch. I'm not using somebody else's Netflix login. It's great.
Who needs a couch? Not
I
me.
need a couch and you got a bed.
Right. Well, I'm happy to hear that you're not homeless anymore. Although I don't know what I'm gonna do for all my homeless jokes now.
Did you have a bunch written out?
I had, oh man, hundreds.
I mean,
I actually rented another space just to keep the homeless jokes, which seems ironic because I could have just given you that to stay in.
well, do you wanna whip a couple my way?
No, I burned it down for fun, so they're all
man.
gone.
All right, well,
I hope that
Would've been
it's
interesting.
not too offensive.
well, I think
What?
if they'd made me cry, then I think it'd be an issue. Then if they'd made me cry, like I'd be like, wow, that really hurt my feelings.
Exactly, and that's why I'm not reading them because I can't deal with hearing you cry right now.
But, okay, well, I might cry anyway. Just
Me being a friend,
knowing,
looking out.
just knowing you wrote those.
No, well, I mean, imagine that they're very nice, mean jokes.
Okay. Sure, you can't. It seems like you remember a couple. Could you
Oh,
at least?
I do, and they make me laugh, but I just nah.
You don't want to say them?
Nah, I can't get into it.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna force them out of you or anything like
So
that.
what's your what's the best?
Like I got forced out of my home.
I'm homeless.
I'm homeless.
No, I hope you know. In all honesty, I've never thought it was funny. I just make
Oh, okay.
jokes.
That's a shame because it would have
been
been a real good like place to derive joy from your life, being
Yeah.
like,
No, I've been
Jeez.
goofing about it on the show, but that's only because trying to make
"You're my
conversation.
friend." Only we're allowed to make those jokes.
Don't none of you in chat joke about
Don't you
this.
dare! I swear.
You'll be banned by our moderators.
Yeah,
that
we
haven't
can't-
hired yet.
We really can't. We can't get too crude with the homeless jokes either. I wasn't like that homeless either, so we
You're only
can't.
medium homeless.
I was medium homeless. I had a couch. That's like
Right.
new homeless plus.
And I know what you're all thinking. Well, there's couches on every corner of every street all the time, but different. It was different than that.
It was a different couch.
It's
It was a
nice
couch
one.
in a house. It was a couch in a house. It's a house couch.
Like that Dr. Seuss book, House
House on couch.
Couch on House. I think that's what it's called.
No, house on couch. That's wackier because if it's couch on house, it's a couch that's on a roof. Which, to be fair, is pretty wacky.
But it's not as wacky as it could potentially be.
Yeah, if there is a house on a couch, like that is the couch.
That's
Is the house
crazy,
sitting
man.
on the couch?
Crazy.
How can the couch hold up that house? Like
It
it's
can't.
just it makes
It
you,
just
you
can't.
ask
That'd be
questions.
insane.
Makes you ask- Yeah,
Silly.
it's
I
absolutely
laugh
nuts.
just thinking about the possibility of that.
Absolutely,
I
I just
laugh and
it
laugh.
makes me chuckle. Like sometimes when I think about it, I just stop and I go, ha
Yeah, I do that same thing.
ha.
Yeah, and that too. I also do that.
So speaking of new Dr. Seuss books, have you seen anything else new or cool lately, or heard any
I think
entertainment
he's been dead
news?
for a while. So
That guy over
I don't think
in the
I've
ball.
seen any of his new books.
Oh wait, whose
Dr.
books?
Seuss?
Dr. Seuss? No, I'm not talking about like I'm just talking about in general, in the general pop culture. I was trying to do a clever segue, okay? It wasn't working,
Alright.
but I was wrong with
No,
it.
I knew what you meant, and then I sacrificed it for a joke.
A joke? Oh wow, thanks.
Throw you under the bus. Any
Just
chance
really
I-
sacrificing my credibility, why don't you?
Let's see. I saw. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Hollywood?
Sorry,
Again?
I struggled. No, not again. I might have brought that up
Oh.
last time. I don't know. No, that was the last
Oh,
thing I
okay.
saw in theaters.
Okay, gotcha.
I also I've watched. They made a TV version of What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it's written.
Is it
It's
the same
written by Jermaine Clement and I can't say his name, but the same director who made
Taika Waititi?
Yeah. So he made the show too, and
I think
he was
that's
in
his
the
name.
movie. So that's cool.
That's
pretty
cool.
good.
Yeah, I need to check that out
Yeah, you
because
should. It's on Hulu. It's all on Hulu.
okay, interesting. I'll
First
check that
season.
out. I saw that they're gonna come out. I think we talked about the Matrix coming back on a
Yes.
previous episode. That's what got us into drawing Neil. But
Yeah.
good old Neil.
Did we?
But
Is that what brought it up?
yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Or we might have been talking about something else. Maybe just general
'Cause
Keanu Reeves
I
news.
felt like I read that later, and I was like, oh wow, I just drew.
Well,
this
I
character.
had read like brief reports like, oh, they're thinking about doing something with the Matrix,
dumb.
and then they came out that news not too much later. But yeah, so it's gonna have Trinity back. It's gonna have Lana Wachowski, I believe, is which of the Wachowski siblings they're gonna have back, and which is cool because
that's what I was hoping for.
just because we've really seen their work separate from each other.
I mean, the last few Matrix movies were fantastic, so.
Well, they made the first one, so I mean, if anyone's gonna make a new Matrix movie,
one?
they did also make the last one, yeah.
Right. Well, that one is the one I'm holding responsible for. I believe.
And they made Jupiter Ascending.
If you can only make one good movie, then.
Well, either way, I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because it's also gonna have Keanu Reeves in it. Keanu Reeves, Trinity, Lana Wachowski.
Keanu Reeves is awesome.
Working on it. Keanu Reeves is awesome. He's a cool dude. And they're gonna bring back the Matrix. Maybe they're gonna correct what was wrong with the Matrix 3, which I haven't seen.
If you're gonna make a sequel, you're not gonna all right, first thing first. Everything we did in the last 3.5 hours of the story. Don't worry about that.
Fake news.
It was part of the Matrix. Here's the real
That's
thing.
right.
Like, you gotta just double down. You can't, if you're gonna make sequels, you can't be like, well, I see now where my mistakes were.
They can say it was a dream, really going with that dream.
Double Matrix. That's what this movie's gonna be about. You go
Double Matrix. Double Matrix all the way across the sky.
A dream within a dream. Double Matrix is where the computers make extra energy.
So it's like that. It's like that Rick and Morty episode, with the
Where they're in the
car.
simulation.
Yeah, and that's how they get their energy.
Yeah.
I see what you're going on about. Okay, so
Speaking of that,
and
it's
it's
back in November.
that's true. It does. I'm very excited about that.
Me too. I'm still a big fan.
Yeah, despite people trying to absolutely fucking ruin it with.
Just because their fans suck doesn't mean the show should suck.
Oh yeah.
Or
Well,
that
first
I
of all,
should hate the show.
I love Rick and Morty. So oopsies, what have I done?
You ruined everything.
I didn't. What is going on?
What'd you do?
I put a layer underneath, but you have one of your layers set as. I'm trying to draw a background.
Well,
God.
I have a lot of stuff on multiply.
What was that?
I have a lot of stuff set to multiply, so it's going to add to whatever you put behind it.
Interesting.
I use it so I can color in the lines without having to overwrite the lines.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if I
got an idea. I know how to
this
make
app
this
might
work.
allow us to merge down. If we can do that, then you can.
I think I can make this. We can make this work.
Yeah, you can just erase stuff too. That's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got this.
I'm very worried. Oh
Well, don't be.
God.
I've been playing. One thing I did want to say about not being homeless anymore is I noticed something interesting about problem solving and getting your tasks that you need set out for your life all prepared. I kind of learned some lessons.
Teach me about that. I still don't know how to do that.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing was and I found this as I've been moving my stuff into my home and all this stuff, but I've noticed that when you're sort of dealing with all that, me dealing with the being homeless shit, that was one set of problems I had to figure it out. And then I realized after I finally got in, moved into this new place and I got all that stuff set up, is I forgot about all these other problems that I had to solve, but I couldn't quite solve them until I dealt with this first set of issues. So it's I had a second set of issues And then once I'd finally moved in and gotten that first set of issues all squared away and taken care of, I'm like, oh shit, well now I gotta work on this
came out.
tier 2 of problems in my life. Like,
Can you
oh
talk
shit,
about
this,
tier 2, or is that not really?
it's just mostly stuff like this thing is broken, I gotta replace it or fix it or get a new
and
one.
I think honestly that is the real, like, once you're full adult mode, those are the problems. That's like the whole thing. Like,
It's
you're
just
like,
shaving
great,
away.
I got the job, I got the house, I got the wife, and then it's like, oh, I gotta fucking fix
this next
leaky shower head, and now the sink is thing, and then
right.
I don't have money
call
for
a
food.
contractor about the ceiling and shit like that.
It's just dumb stuff after that.
Yeah, it's all expensive. It's all
yes, everything costs money unless you know how to do stuff.
yeah.
It's like my dad and my brother know how to, like. They're like, the ceiling's leaking. I know how to rip apart the entire top 2 layers of the house and fix this one step at a time. And I'm like, huh? I know how to draw, stupid picture. Yeah, great.
Good job.
Congratulations on your achievements. Let me know when you figure out how to make money for yourself with that. I'm like, I will.
I promise. You kind of do that though. You get paid.
Yeah, I do. But, you know, it's like, it's still reaching the stage where I can, like, just do that exclusively.
Right, yeah, we're all trying to get there.
Not there yet.
Well, either way, so that was just the fun. So it's like, yeah, it was just an interesting thing to discover. It was just like, you fix the first layer of issues, and once you've gotten rid of the first layer, it's like a Russian nesting doll of bullshit, you know? It's just,
I understand.
It's tough.
It's like me and Morgan moved together, and then we the first week we were there, we had to go to, like, some home goods store, like Meijer, and buy, like, oh, you don't know what Meijer is. Just a regular store. Whatever your, like, mega shop type store is.
Want to go hang out at a Wawa?
You know Walmart. It's like a more local version of Walmart, a little bit nicer.
Okay.
And just, like, buy, like, $400 worth of just, like, we need an iron for clothes, and we need, like hangers, and we need, like, spoons, and just, like, stupid shit that, like, I need this to get through the day-to-day.
Yeah.
They're weird things you'd never think about until you don't have them. You're like, oh,
exactly, and you're just like, oh, I've taken this thing for granted my whole life.
So that happens. But then once you have it all, you're good. Honestly, if you don't have to spend $400 to get it all, you're doing pretty good.
I think that's true.
That bad.
Yeah, I think if I spread it out over, like, well, there's some things that are definitely, like, lower priority that are more, like, farther off in the future. Yeah, but it's just an interesting. It was just interesting. I'd never.
Like, TV and, like, stuff like that, like the fun stuff.
Yeah, and so you've managed to move on beyond, like, the necessities, and now you're going on to, like, the extra fun shit.
I love the extra fun shit.
I love extra fun shit. Extra fun. I've been playing the you know that Mad Max game that came out?
Yes.
Like, around a little after the movie did.
That game.
I've been I have it too. I bought it a little while ago just because I was like, I deserve to have fun.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like it. It's kind of like.
I like it too.
You've played it?
Yeah, actually, I've played quite a bit. In fact, it's like one of the most recent games I've played.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I just started yesterday because I was like, now that I can, like, play games and shit again, I was like, I want to just sit down and really just, like, sink my teeth into a game, you know? Like, kind of like this effect that's going on.
I know, I was just looking at that. I'm like, what layer are you on? I want to help.
I'm just on layer 1 right now. Yeah.
Oh, apparently when you draw on the screen, it tells what layer you're on. I just found out.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, wait, when I'm drawing?
Yeah, or when I do. Next to your name, it says layer you're on.
Oh, gotcha. Interesting.
So there you go. Yeah, actually, like, that's the game I've been kind of playing most recently. Like.
Well, look at that.
It's good. I haven't finished it yet, but I've gotten a ways in.
Yeah, I just got to what's his name? This like the guy after G Gut or whatever the fuck that guy's name is, like the old dude. I just found his stronghold, so now I'm there. So I'm a little ways in. I don't know how far I am exactly, but I'm trying to counteract what I do with a lot of open world games, where I do the main quest like up until the tutorials end, and then I'll go around and explore and do all the stuff, and then once I have done literally everything else in the game, I'll do the main story and realize like, oh, I could have been using this one skill that would have made my life
Right.
like infinitely easier if I had actually played a little bit further into the main story. So I'm trying to like play through the main story and kind of explore in equal portions, and then like towards the very end, that's when I'll really kind of go wild.
I
It's
like
it's working out better for me so far.
I like the Mad Max world a lot, so that's cool. But it's
Yeah,
pretty
me too.
repetitive, but it's also pretty fun.
Yeah, it's not. There's not like any surprises, I would say,
I've
in the
reached the level
environment.
where I feel like I'm pretty like, all right, I've gotten
Badass.
past struggling. Now I'm just gonna like beat everything I come in contact with.
Yeah, I'm still in the struggle phase.
But it's still fun. But I'm like, I'm not. I would say I'm maybe like 50%, maybe 75% in. But I'm just like,
Okay.
now I'm past like having to worry about whether or not
Health.
I'm going to be able to beat something.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if I
This
put
was.
my mind to it, it's like, all right, well that thing's going to get destroyed.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're kind of like the powerful deity
Yeah.
that is just kind of roaming the land, see, like dishing out justice.
Yeah.
You're a road warrior.
It's fun though. I haven't played it in a while. I was into it a lot for a while, and then I haven't touched it in probably like 2 months.
Gotcha. Okay.
I've been playing it a lot. I haven't played many video games at all actually in a while.
Huh.
Not that
How's
I
that?
don't
How's
want
that been,
to. It's
dude?
just it's fine. It's just I don't know. I've been like preoccupied,
Busy.
but
Yeah.
I like them. I just I don't know. I feel like I've been wasting time the same amount. I've just been doing it more with like watching shows and stuff
Gotcha.
lately.
Okay. No, yeah, I tend to split up how I.
Yeah, sometimes
fill
I
time.
just go in waves. Sometimes I like spend all my time drawing. Sometimes I spend all my time playing video games, and sometimes I spend it all watching stuff.
Yeah. It's a you gotta kind of rotate it before it becomes one thing becomes too dull.
Right.
But no, yeah, I've been playing it. I like it. It's cool. I'm not a fan of the way Max looks. Like my problems with the game aren't anything serious. Like the game works. It operates. It's cool. It's fun. I enjoy it. Um, Max looks kind of dumb for some reason. Like I've upgraded the beards and stuff. It's just like when all the other characters move around and stuff, I'm like, oh, he looks kind of real. Like he looks like he fits into this environment. And then they show Max, and he's always just kind of staring. And he just does. He is like the model you can tell the most is a video game 3D
Alright,
model.
fair
I feel
enough.
like
I
all the other
haven't noticed that, but I'll have
characters.
to pay attention to that.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Yeah, he just most looks like a video game compared to like all the other
Gotcha.
people's faces and stuff. I do really enjoy just any open world game. If you like put me in an open world and say like, hey, you can like grab all the flags, I'll be like, oh shit, that's what I'm doing. Flags.
See,
There's
I'm on
flags
right
over
big
here.
Flags.
Hey, do you guys have fucking flags I could grab flags? But yeah, you just give me an open world, and I'm like, okay. They're like, hey, this open world is not fun at all, but you can climb up the mountain.
You will hate
It's like,
this.
oh shit. Yeah,
I'm like, oh, gotta get into that.
I gotta do that shit. I gotta climb up that mountain, dude. I gotta see what the fuck they did. I don't know. It's just cool. I just get like a kick out of that.
Yeah,
Like
I
just
feel that.
having a sandbox to run around.
I feel like
Um,
I'm having issues drawing for some reason. I'm not sure what the problemo is.
What are you trying to draw right now that you're running into issues with?
I'm trying to draw a shadow under your guy in the left bouncing, but I'm not able to.
Oh,
I'm
draw.
on layer 2. I have layer 2 set to multiply, so it should affect like,
Um,
anything underneath it.
Oh yeah. That's weird. That was working for
Oh,
me. Yeah,
wait.
that was me just then.
What the hell?
Try making sure you're on your brush and whoa. Oopsies. Yo, if you hide layer Brent in 1, your kid looks kind of terrifying.
I'm sorry, what? Go ahead.
If you hide layer Brenton 1 at the very bottom, your kid looks a little terrifying.
He does. He looks like a demon.
Yeah. Hey there!
The fans watch that for a second.
Welcome to the podcast! Yeah. That's interesting, because I just tried drawing on it, and I wasn't having an issue. So last time that happened, it was like something with like draw piles controls. Oh, wait, what am I doing?
Wait, I think I got it.
Yeah, I just saw something happen. Yep, I'm seeing it. It's working.
All right, we done with this picture? Oh, you gotta fill in those clouds first.
Yeah, I'm adding just I just wanted to.
Go for it. Yeah, I like it.
All right, and then we can start playing some. We can start playing some games or something like that if you're down.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas?
I had a couple of ideas. Yeah, we'll talk about those. Well, we can talk about those ideas while we fill in these clouds. So one of the ideas I had was we could do another. Well, I guess we do rock, paper, pencil at the end.
I'm sorry to let you know, by the way, that you lost very poorly in the Twitter.
I lost real bad.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. I did happen to look upon that. It's just the for our first rock, paper, pencil, I really thought we were gonna like kind of scale back, or just kind of make sure we got the ideas. I'm sorry if I went too hard
and like took the easy win.
It's all right. I was a little overconfident, I think, in the lead up.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not mad.
Took advantage
of me.
Alright, well, that's fine. I'm cool. Let's do that again. Let's do that next.
Okay. And then I had an idea also where, so I told you about the idea I had that I forgot. Well, I remembered it. So
you didn't forget it after all because you remembered it.
Exactly. And the idea was, we can take a different aspects of like drawing, like character design, environment design, storyboard, etc., and then we could like try doing a thing focusing on that sort of aspect. So it's like
go on
character design and then we like find a category like noir or some shit like that, or character design for fantasy or blah blah blah.
I like that, but I also feel like that's not kind of what we do to some degree.
Well, yeah, but it's just a
little more focused,
a little more focused. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
I gotcha.
All right, so I think we got this drawing in the bag, don't you think?
Yeah, let me save this.
All right, let me actually just add. I see you adding those. There we go. Get that. Take a picture of that baby.
Oh, I will. Don't you even worry about it.
Well, take a picture.
I'm doing it.
Take it.
I spelled it Bousy.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
I'm Bousy.
Bousy?
Once a day, give yourself
I'm the first one to read it.
Oh, I can see you saving it on my tablet.
Yes.
Let it happen.
Alright, saved.
Could be a new shirt in men's
All
store,
right.
a cat nap in your office.
Okay, cool. So we got that first drawing out of the way, and I guess. Oh,
Like this.
yeah. Let's do some rock paper pencil.
Alright. I'll let you set up the. Let's first erase everything. Then I'll let you draw the. I drew the little border before last time.
Yeah, the frame.
I'll let you do it. And then I'll be right back.
Nothing like it.
Alright, sounds good.
Refill my apple juice.
All right. Apple juice. Good choice.
Huh?
All right, folks. So rock paper pencil. Simple game. The instructions for rock paper pencil are: we're both going to draw something, and we're not going to be able to see what the other person is drawing, but we're both going to draw something, and what we draw is, we're going to kind of once we're finished drawing, we're going to kind of compare lethalities, how lethal, different aspects of the two weapons are, and then whoever wins. Sometimes we put it up for a vote if the answer is not obvious. Sometimes we put it up for a vote if the answer is obvious, like what happened last episode. But that's what we're gonna do. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start drawing the logo. You can hear Brandon rummaging around in the background. He talked shit on me earlier in the episode, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he said that he was nice, but then he totally admitted later on when he thought the subject was dropped that he talked shit on me. So I really gotta go ham, as they say, as the youngins say, and like really knock his socks off with this next rock paper pencil, because he was talking shit on me earlier, and I really
I'm
just
back.
think.
What?
Oh, hey,
What's that about
nothing.
talking shit?
What's you? Nothing. I wasn't talking shit on you. I was.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever. I'm drawing rock paper pencil right now, so like I was focused on doing that. I
You're
couldn't
just
even
doing
barely
your
talk.
job, you know.
Yeah, absolutely right. So don't even ask.
Okay, deal.
Yeah, good. Deal. Shake on
Wow,
it.
that was easier than I was expecting.
Yeah, man. Well, you're a real gullible fool.
That's my mother's been telling me for years.
Your mom says that to you? Like
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah.
That's rude. That's really rude of her to do that.
It is? She told me it was respectful. I believed her. Guess I'm a gullible
Do you consider that
fool.
Do you consider that respectful?
No.
Okay. Then it wasn't. It wasn't respectful if you don't consider it to
What?
be.
It wasn't?
Yeah,
Aw,
just gonna throw that out there for you.
man.
So you should really punch your mom.
I will again.
Again. Oh no. You know what? Maybe don't do it the first time. Maybe I was wrong.
Too late.
Oh
My
no.
mom.
You punched her already?
You know, sometimes you gotta punch your
Punch.
mom.
Folks, if you take away one lesson from DrawBomb the show,
Sometimes. You gotta punch your
punch your
mom.
mother. You gotta punch your mom. If by your mom you call that your punching bag, which would still
I would
be a
never call
red
her
flag. Yeah, it would be a red flag. I'm focusing on the wrong aspects of the pencil to be focusing on.
that. You drew it so low. I mean, where are we gonna draw our...
Well, I was gonna kind of lasso everything around.
Oh, good point.
Be a little bit closer.
I'll start with that while you're doing that.
Alright.
Lasso this boy.
Oh, I already did it.
You already did it.
Wait.
Oh my god.
There Oh, see.
Alright, cool, that works.
There we go. Look at that. That's what I call some graphic design right there.
You do? That's what you call it?
No, not really. I call that a cheap logo. Oh, I like the little dots and the
Yeah,
pencil
see, that's
kinda.
what I call graphic design. It's the dots. It's all about those dots.
What if we added like a third? Does the third dot make it too many?
That's too many dots. Have you ever done
many
any
dots?
kind of design? Come on.
I'm really bad at graphic design.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
graphic
great either.
design. Yeah, I used to live with a graphic designer, but I didn't pick up any graphic design tips or tricks from her.
Yeah,
So I mean,
I lived with a bunch of them too.
yeah, I didn't learn shit. I didn't learn a goddamn thing.
Okay.
Anyways, we've designed the battlefield, as you can call it. Now it's time for us to do a game of rock, paper, pencil. I'm gonna do a signature for myself too.
Oh, are you?
Here we go.
There it is.
Boom. Someone put down like fight.
Yeah.
Wait, which of your layers should I just like?
I'm gonna go down to
censor all
printing
of it?
one.
Okay.
Stay in my little square.
All right. I'm gonna.
I'm gonna just hide all the Ian layers. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I was gonna hide all the Brenton layers and layer 1.
Just hide the Brenton layers. I'll stay on those.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, so anything goes, right?
Anything goes, I guess.
Learned that
You went with
from last round when I defeated
Kamikaze
you.
Dillo.
So I just like buried you in the ground and you were so embarrassed
Look,
and you felt so
okay,
bad
can you
about yourself.
Don't overplay it, okay?
I feel like
Look,
I'm underplaying it. It was way more intense than that.
I don't think it was that intense at all. I
Everybody
think
was very impressed with my defeat of Ian. Everybody was
Well,
very proud of me.
I don't think that's any of that is true. I don't think impressed is the proper word for
You're right. We
anything.
need some word that's like impressed is too like keeping it subtle. Like it was like everybody was overwhelmed. I think it's a better word. with
Overwhelmed. Now we're
how-
overwhelmed is
how
what we are.
Great of a job I did.
Okay, I see. And was I just cast out in wretchedness?
Yes, it's
To
amazing that
wander-
you're here today. I'm surprised that you weren't stoned by the masses.
Just the moment like my face
Yeah, they're
came
like,
into view, someone
hey,
would be
there's
like,
that
"Ah,
loser who lost, and then they threw rocks. at her.
Kamikazadillo."
All right,
Okay, well,
so
get ready to
say go.
eat.
You know?
Go. All right.
I mean, there's no timer or anything, so just get my trash talking before I start up.
Okay. Do we have a timer? Like,
No
should we
timer.
set a timer?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, why should we? Did you have something
Okay,
in
well.
mind before we started today?
In terms of
What
like,
to draw?
oh no, not at all.
'Cause I'm still not sure, but I'm gonna come up with it here in a moment.
Yeah, I just kind of I'm taking the first thing I thought of and started drawing that. So,
Okay.
Um, so like, oh, you know what? One thing we could talk about that happened in my past week is I can tell you about that concert I went to.
Please do.
So last week I briefly touched upon I was going to a concert, so I'm going to tell you all about that concert experience now. It was it was to see Beck, but it was kind of like Beck headlined, but it was a band called Sunflower Bean opening for Spoon, opening for Cage the Elephant, who opened for Beck. So it was a lot, but the whole trip ended up being a good lesson in Murphy's Law, because first thing that happened was StubHub never sent the email with my ticket, so we found that out while things were happening. So I got that taken care of after a little while, but we missed Sunflower Bean and Spoon, and then finally got in for Cage the Elephant. That was fun. A lot more people into Cage the Elephant than I was aware of.
Was
You
it
know,
like
they
a
sang.
festival, or did you have a spot?
It was a outdoor, indoor sort of like hybrid venue, but it wasn't like a festival. It was just like a concert. It was in Camden. So we saw Cage the Elephant, and then that was cool. That was fine. I got pretty hammered at that point. I was definitely way drunk. And then Beck came on, and that was awesome. I was having a great time with that. He played Deborah, which was dope. Deborah's a great song. And then shortly after, and like Beck can shred on the guitar. He proved that. He was shredding on that guitar. And then it started to rain like crazy, so we got rained out and we had to go home. But I still saw a good, a decent amount of Beck. But that shit did start thundering and lightning like crazy, and so it got kind of canceled, which was a bummer. But still saw some Beck. That was cool. Big Beck fan. And had a good time just going there, getting drunk. It was a fun night overall, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't let little speed bumps get me down so much.
Disappointing when a band doesn't just like do the rain or shine type thing.
Well, it wasn't so much like it was like lightning crazy hard, and they were like, half of us were outside, so they were like, we're gonna make sure that no one gets killed on the field, but at the same time there were so many of us, and it was just raining so hard. It was an interesting situation. So I was also pretty drunk, so I was just tagging along with whoever was setting plans for our party at that point.
Right.
But I had a good time either way.
Well, that's good.
But now, I'll probably if they come back to Philly or Camden, I'll probably go see them again. But I don't go out. I don't see enough shows.
Yeah.
Like I love shows. I love concerts. I need to start doing that sort of thing more. I really need to.
I know. Me too. I've been to very few shows. Honestly, I've seen so many comedians, which is awesome. I'm cool with that. But I've seen almost every comedian I like, but like concerts. I've been to like 5.
Yeah, the last concert I remember going to before this one was like Neil Diamond,
Yeah.
which was
I've been-
great.
Yeah, I'm
concert.
sure that's cool too. But like I've been to like 50 comedians, but I've only been to like
That's awesome.
yeah, and that is cool. I'm not like disappointed by that by any means, but I just feel like
Well,
I should
clearly
see-
you are.
I feel like I should see an equal amount of music shows too.
That's fair. I get that feeling. But yeah, you know, I had a good time regardless if we got rained out. Go to concerts. I highly recommend it,
Yeah,
especially if you're gonna
more,
get.
for sure. Especially where I
And get-
live, there's a lot, and I'm sure where you are too. There's also
Yeah, there's always something going on.
yeah.
All right, so I've just about finished my drawing.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
done
add some.
yet, but I'll try to hurry.
Okay. Well, it's good to know I got some time. So I was gonna. I didn't want to like. Oh, I see. I wanted to add some effects, but I didn't know how much time I had. So now it's good to know that I have
You got
a
time.
decent amount of time still. I got
So
time.
you can make yours look better than mine.
That's the plan.
That's good. That's how the plan should work. I'm coloring now. I just started, and you know I'm pretty fast colorer, but
Oh, wait, you're on coloring, so okay, so
just
I haven't fully colored mine, but we can reveal.
just started coloring. But I'm gonna color this baby before we reveal.
Okay. I'm gonna try and cover this guy then.
Yeah, take your time. You got time. You probably got
All right.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes, guys. We got 5 minutes.
Would be my guess of how long this is gonna take me.
That's an All That reference when that guy would come in with the clipboard
Oh yeah.
and tell everyone that they had 5 minutes.
This is all that.
This is all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is all that. This is all
Interesting.
that.
Think like looking back and being like, oh, so that's what they thought would appeal to children for a sketch comedy show, and it did. I mean, I ate it up.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking loved all that.
But interesting.
Fun fact.
They're like 90s kids want
Shit, that's all that.
like.
And radical. Some radical all
Yeah,
that
like that.
kids on skateboards.
Yeah. Like, it has to be cool.
Yeah, like Go-Gurt.
I'm surprised
Yogurt
nothing
on the
like that's
go.
existed besides all that. You know, like a kids sketch comedy show. That seems like, how's that not a thing all the time, always?
And that's true.
Since
There-
all that.
yeah, how
There's not one now.
No, they did try and bring back all that for like
Oh,
a
they
couple
did?
seasons,
Yeah.
but it was horrific. Not like recently. I would say back like fairly shortly after.
But
all the
original,
original.
all that was like pretty solid. I mean, in fact, like Keenan
Yeah.
Thompson he's on SNL now. He's made it to adult sketch comedy.
That's true, yeah. And he's been doing that for a while. I
Yeah.
remember there was this one Celebrity Jeopardy sketch they did where they made fun of the fact that he's been like on Saturday Night Live for like a decade
I mean,
and
that's
like
all
doing
he's been
sketch comedy his whole
forever.
life. Yeah, so it just makes sense.
Sketch comedy.
But yeah, fun fact about all that though is the one guy who he was like the other writer for Chappelle's show,
Oh,
Neil Brennan. He wrote for all that.
oh, I didn't know that.
So he went for writing. He went,
Good. So
yeah. So he went from writing all that to writing Chappelle's show.
that's funny.
So it's a good step up. All right, I'm just about done coloring this dude.
I need like 1 or 2 more minutes.
Okay, well either way, I hope you're ready to cry,
I am.
because you're gonna be crying, and when you cry, you will cry more, because you have been crying already, and
I
you
mean,
will not.
I've been
be
so
done
busy
crying.
winning. I'm excited to see what the other side feels like.
I'm just saying, you need to be prepared to cry.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay,
I heard you say that.
it's like Dark Souls. Prepare to cry.
I'm not sure I trust you on that, but I heard you on that.
Yeah, I did say this exact same thing last week,
You
and
did,
then,
and then
I
you got
defeated.
stomped into the dirt, and then nobody heard
It's
from
okay,
you
you
for
don't-
like a month because you were so
Yeah.
far deep.
I wouldn't
in
say
the dirt.
stomped into the dirt.
Oh, stomped. You were. There's nothing left of you. You were like
No,
obliterated.
look, you can stop. Again, you're really blowing out of proportion. Just
I like that you think that, but that's you have a really rich imagination.
rich. Yeah, it's the
Very
only
rich.
thing of me, on me that's rich. That's the only thing about me that's rich.
Your imagination. Too bad that doesn't
Yeah.
pay for anything.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Trying. I'm trying. Okay, that's
You're
rude.
getting
But look, I don't think my defeat was that crazy.
Well, I appreciate that you're willing
What
to
are you
be so
appreciating?
optimistic about your horrible failure.
Okay.
You know, some
You're-
people would be like beat down, they would never get back up again. You're never gonna see me
Like
up again.
Chumbawamba.
I get beat down, I get back up again. You're never gonna
Look,
see me.
here's the thing,
get
man,
back up
okay?
again.
I get knocked down. I get back up again.
You never
Wait,
go.
you ain't never gonna bring me down. Pissing the night away. Pissing the night away. Pissing the night away. That's what they say after I get knocked down part of
That's
this.
what I say.
It's really weird. I'm not sure why.
Well, I believe it's it's like a European song, so pissing means more like drinking. the
Like
night away.
wasting. Yeah. Well, also they do talk about the whiskey drink and the vodka drink,
the
the
lager
lager
drink.
drink. You know, there's a lot of drinks. You gotta pee after you drink that
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of stuff.
That when I was a kid, I remember being told that it means that they just have to pee a lot because they drank so much. And then I grew up and learned that it actually just meant no. That word means getting drunk.
Wait, so
Pissed-
were they
getting
telling
pissed.
getting pissed? Were they telling you that because they didn't know, or because they were trying to protect you?
They didn't know. It was another kid telling me.
Okay.
It was like
Okay.
that kid science where you're like, one kid's like, no, you don't understand the world. Let me help you out.
The
This
pee
what
is
this-
stored in the
this
balls.
is what- yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh.
Okay.
But but they're way wrong.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
I learned. I'm still dealing with a lot of that shit and like
Yeah.
trying to be like, oh wait, no, that was incorrect.
Oh, that person. Didn't
Like,
know anything.
For the longest time, I thought that I thought the you know that guitar effect where like they play the guitar and their voice goes wow 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 wow.
Yeah.
I thought for the longest time that was called Pig, that effect, because there's an episode of The Simpsons where there's that song, I think it's a Peter Frampton song or something like that, and he's doing that effect for the song, and they're at Lollapalooza, and Homer's the guy who gets shot in the stomach with the cannon.
Oh yeah.
He presses a button and unleashes the pig, or whatever, I think for Pink Floyd or somebody. And then at one point the guy's just like, the Homer, like he presses his button to do like the wow 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 effect, and it's not working all of a sudden, and he's just like, oh, Homer's doing this thing. First he unleashes my pig, etc., etc. And then my brother told me like that was that name of that effect because he had misinterpreted it from that episode. So for the longest time I thought that guitar effect was called
Yeah.
Pig because
I have a lot of
my
things
brother
like
had told
that
me.
where it's just like someone told me it, so I just assume it's right.
Yeah,
Are you
and then
ready
like you just go
for
the
the
rest of your life
reveal?
on questioning.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
ready.
All right. Wait, let me write down what this is called. Let's do it first.
Okay, cool, because I did that.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Did you do it above or below?
I did it just wherever I could fit it.
Okay. Write that down. Oh my god. Alright.
Let's see. Okay, so we're okay. I see you writing, so you're still just writing the thing down.
Yeah.
I got you.
Alright. You ready?
I am ready as I'll ever
I'm
be.
gonna reveal yours now.
All right.
Poison Ninja.
Yeah, try to do one better than just regular ninja.
Versus Mike Sharkson.
Oh wait. Oh, I forgot to There we go. Mike Sharkson. Okay. Why didn't you call him the Great White Tyson? I guess that would be kind of a weird, because Mike Tyson's also not white, and that would be a weird implication, maybe.
Still, I feel like that's better. That was the thing that held me off the longest was the title.
The title? Okay, I see. I like the idea though. I like how you added the tattoo.
Yeah.
I like the shark.
He's a boxing shark.
Shark Tyson.
Great at biting, great at fighting.
Floats. He's not the one who said floats like a butterfly. I'm not allowed to say a lot of
that's-
things
no,
that Mike
that's
Tyson
not
said.
Mike Tyson.
That's
That's
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. Come on.
Well, no, but you know what Mike Tyson did say?
He said,
I broke my back.
he did. Yeah.
No, it was spinal.
Spinal.
No, yeah, I went to the
broke my
doctor,
back.
and the doctor said to me, "Yes, Mike Tyson, believe it or not, but your back is broken."
I love that video.
I love that video so
Me and
fucking
Morgan
much.
quote that a lot. Where I'm just like,
Oh
I
my
broke
God.
my back. Oh,
I broke my back.
The doctor say it was a spinal. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry I asked.
I just love that the interviewer is like, so was it something when like the vertebrae? Or he's
Spinal.
like, no, it was spinal.
All right, never mind. So sorry.
All right, so
I tried
Clearly.
to figure this out. It was a mistake, clearly.
yeah, so just gonna plow through this interview. Just drink a couple shots of whiskey tonight.
Why would I even try?
So who do you think wins this matchup?
So tell me,
We can
I
put
told
it
you a
on-
little about Mike Sharkson, the Great White Tyson.
Okay.
You tell me a little bit about Poison Ninja.
So Poison Ninja he is a ninja who is he was a ninja.
You don't
Go
say.
figure. Yeah, I know, crazy, right?
Is
Didn't
he
see that
filled
one
with
coming.
Poison?
Yeah, he like tried to be one of those ninjas who like is immune to poisons and just absolutely poisoned the shit out of himself.
Oh, so
but
he's a poisoned ninja.
yeah, but he's so poisoned that if you go anywhere near him, like his toxicity is like just an aura that surrounds him.
Oh.
So if you get
Became
near
one
him,
with the poison.
yeah, essentially. So he's gonna die, but not before this fight.
This might be another draw. I mean, the shark, if he bites him, he can bite his head off, but he'll be poisoned by it.
So the shark's gotta think of a different way to. How's the shark's reach?
Oh man, great reach on that.
Shit!
Terrific reach.
If only you'd voluntarily said his reach was bad.
Man, I was about to say that, but it's just can't lie to you. Great.
I will say,
reach.
Poison Ninja has a sword, and he has pretty good reach too.
Yeah, it seems probably longer than little shark arms.
Yeah, and also it's a weapon compared to fists that have been dulled down to be even
Trust
less.
me, Mike
deadly.
Mike Sharkson's arms are weapons. Don't you be mistaken.
Okay. So you're saying it
There's
is
a
there
line
no
in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where Bruce Lee's trying to brag to all these people, and he's like, Brad Pitt's like a stuntman on his movie. I think it's Green Hornet, and Bruce Lee's trying to brag to everybody. He's like, look, I could easily kill anyone with my fists, but I've been told that, he's like, my hands have been registered as lethal weapons, so if I kill somebody with my hands, it will count as murder. And then Brad Pitt's like, anybody kills anybody with their hands, it counts as murder, you idiot. So he picks a fight with them, and it's awesome. But
that's funny.
yeah, he's like, the hell are you talking about? He's like, anybody kills anybody by accident, it's murder. It's not just.
Yeah, it's still murder, even if it's not your hands. But the thing is, like, if it's a poison ninja sword, it's definitely going to be easier to murder than arms.
If it's a combination of Mike Tyson and a shark, I have to imagine his main move is biting you. And if you're a poison ninja, he's probably gonna get.
But he's only gonna bite his ear. So your shark bites the guy's ear.
That's the part that Mike Tyson bites, but Shark Tyson
only bites ears. That's the thing. That's a new rule for your character. He only bites ears.
I bit your ear.
Hold on, wait. Okay, save a picture of this. Well, should we do the round? I had an idea for a drawing I want to make.
I don't think we have to do a round 2 every time.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
I don't know. I feel like this is already like round 2 level.
Yeah,
like
this is
drawing.
pretty. We'll leave it up to Twitter. They'll decide.
Twitter will decide who wins this matchup.
All right, so this one's done. But we can also.
But I wanted to. Yeah, I had an idea.
About 40 minutes left of the show. 45.
I would say it's a good time to cap it off. But I had an idea for. What was that?
10 o'clock is a good time, I think.
Yeah, I think so. But I just had an idea real quick. I just wanted to draw it.
Can I help with this at all?
Yeah, so if you want to draw Mike Tyson shark doing the classic Jaws logo right there, I'll draw the other thing.
Let me draw the shark.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I got, we got a full draw in here then.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is really just the main idea I had when we were talking about.
I like it. I'm pretty on board, and I think we can finish it.
Okay, cool. So I got a question to ask. I saw this advertisement when I was watching Hulu, and it made me think of we were talking about Hulu ads before and the strangeness of them, and it made me think of a question I have, and it's so. Well, let me just confirm some facts real quick. I just want to look one thing up about where they do the Groundhog's Day event. It is in Pennsylvania. Okay, cool. So,
Oh, you've never been to it. You're so close.
never been to Puxatawny.
I would want to go. Let's go.
Let's go. So the next time you come to Philadelphia,
I have to come at a very specific time if we're gonna do that. I don't know if I actually want to do that. It sounds very like.
It sounds boring as shit, right?
It sounds very like Frankenmuth, which is like right where I live. So to like go all across like state lines to do something that's like stupid festival they do here.
Yeah.
It seems unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, sometime we should maybe do a festival just for gets and shiggles. But whenever they do the Groundhog's Day Puxatawny Phil thing, well, whenever they do it in Pennsylvania. So when they advertise the lottery mascot for the Pennsylvania State Lottery is a groundhog, and it's this creepy fucking thing. And it started out as this really shitty puppet when it first started out, and now it's kind of like a slightly more tolerable like CG, like 3D action figure thingy. But it's just a weird mascot. And then he's always like, hey, well, you never know your odds when you do the Pennsylvania State Lottery. And it, seeing one of those ads made me realize, like, oh, wait, they only use the groundhog to advertise the lottery because we're in Pennsylvania, and that's where the Groundhog's Day thing happened. So, like, do they have, like, a weird mascot for you when they, like, advertise the lottery in Michigan? Or do they have, like, do you see lottery advertisements on TV and shit like that?
Here?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. But ours
like, how do they?
Stupid. At least the ones I've seen aren't. But that's probably not true. I'm sure there are Michigan ones that are stupid that I just ignore and forget about immediately.
Like, what do they? How do they advertise them? Is
I
it
know
just
that's
like
what
a
I'm
guy?
trying. That's why I was like, oh, they don't do it here, and then I was like, actually, I do see them, but I can't think of any at the moment. I'm sure there are some here that are super dumb. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what, my brain ignores really dumb commercials.
Because, yeah, normally I just kind of, like, breeze past the, stupid ass, hey, why don't you join the Pennsylvania State Lottery commercials? But I saw it recently, and that's when I realized,
There are definitely lottery commercials here. I just don't remember what they are. offhand. It's like I remember hearing them, but I also like have ignored them actively.
So like no mascot that you can think of.
No, there's no mascot.
Thank God for that, because mascots are
But
fucking worst.
you know they have there's like dumb ones where they're like singing and stuff like that.
Oh Jesus.
Can't remember. I'm gonna start paying attention,
Well,
and then we'll talk.
yeah,
about
just
future
let me-
episodes.
Let me know next time you see one.
Yeah. I can't think of any at the moment. That's funny though if they go with the.
Yeah, they really no other aspect of Pennsylvania plays up like the Groundhog's Day aspect of the
It's only
state
thing you
as
guys
much
got going in your
as
whole
the
state.
lottery. Yeah, all we got is just
Well,
we got
State Road.
Philadelphia. So
Born and
people,
raised.
there's a lot of shit that's got Liberty Bells and stuff on it too. But that's close
I
to
saw that
Philadelphia.
Liberty Bell. I saw it.
You did see the Liberty Bell when you
I
came to
found it.
Philadelphia.
I made it a mission. You were working, and I was like, looking. I had to find something to do because I was wandering around Philadelphia for like a few
Couple hours.
And so I was like, I'm gonna go find the Liberty Bell, and I
It's
did.
not that incredible, is it?
I mean, you know, is
It's
a
just
bell
It's just kind of a bell in a booth.
had a crack in it.
It did have a crack in it.
There were people in line. It was free, which is nice.
It was free. A lot of things in Philadelphia that are, you know, you can get like a free
Historical
look
shit.
at a lot of things. Yeah.
But that's good. I'd be very annoyed if I paid to see it.
Yeah, me too. Holy shit, I'd be furious.
And you know, I mean, it goes both ways. Like it's like I'd be annoyed if I had to pay for it, but also like
You'd be supporting the city.
it's cool that I get to see it.
That's true.
I don't know. It's like I'm glad they made it free, but I'm glad they had a way to see it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's dumb.
You know, it could be one of those things where you have to like pay to see a tour.
Yeah,
and,
like I'm
go to,
glad
you
it's
have to
like
go, like-
free to see because it's. I guess what I'm trying to say is like it wasn't that exciting, but also I'm glad it's free to see because sure I want to see it, but I would be annoyed if I had to pay to see it.
But you're
It's not
happy,
worth-
you know.
It's not worth the excitement to see it, but I also want to see it. You know. That's
Yeah.
kinda where I'm at.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel you on that.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's great time.
Cool.
is
Well,
it-
I'm glad you had a good time with it.
It was fun. I had fun just hunting it down because I didn't know where I was or
You
where
don't-
anything was, and I was waiting for you to get out of work, and it was exciting for me to just like be a sleuth and track down where the fucking Liberty Bell was.
Yeah.
That part was fun.
Be like, where is this motherfucker? I will find him.
Yeah, basically.
It's it's nothing too crazy, but it's nice to have it there. You know,
It's
it's
a
another
bell.
thing to look at. Yeah, it's a thing to look at.
And then I drank
We went
a
to
bunch
it.
of beer before you got out of work too.
Hell yeah, dude.
Remember when we played
and
ping
we-
pong and I shamed you after you talked trash? For so long?
God damn it. So, yeah,
That was like
look,
the DrawBomb or the like rock paper pencil.
it was the rock paper pencil. Except you didn't shame. Well, you did shame me actually.
did.
You
You can
did
remember
kick my
how
ass
you
pretty
liked,
hard.
but,
Well, I mean, also I hadn't played in like you have a ping pong table. I haven't had a ping pong
if
table.
you feel any better, my ping pong table right now is in the basement and I haven't used it in over a year. So
Well, now's the perfect time to have a match because
play
I'd say
again,
we're more
and
evenly
you'll
matched.
Say, well, I haven't played in over a year, and you know.
There we go. That works.
Now when
And
I make you feel
cornhole.
bad about yourself, it'll be better for both. of
And
us.
cornhole.
I play a lot of that.
Yeah, you whipped my ass last time at cornhole too, but I'm ready for a rematch. I'm ready to go.
Alright, well, get over here.
All right,
Hurry
I'm
up.
working on it.
I mean,
Yeah, just
this
look.
is the second
Tier.
Yeah, 2-year anniversary in. Well, actually, 2-year anniversary right now of when I was there, because
Oh, really?
my birthday's in 2 days, so I was there.
Oh, hey. Yeah,
as of,
this is
like
around.
a day or two ago. I would have gotten there 2 years ago.
This is like the day we saw the Franklin Museum, Science Museum, or something
Man, that
like
was
that.
so fun.
That was a good time. I had a really good time with that. Well, now that I live in a place, like, just we gotta figure out a good week for you guys to come down.
Yeah, it's all
Or
up to you. Whether do you
we
want us to
come up.
come there first? Is that cheaper for you?
I feel like you guys come here because I went up there last time, and then that
Well,
way
yeah,
it's like.
I'm cool with either
figure
way.
it out.
It just depends on what you prefer to do.
Let's have you guys come down here if you're cool with it, and then next trip I'll go up there, and then trip after that we're going to an amusement park or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
let's go somewhere where we both don't live. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
and it'll be a great time. Awesome. Plans in motion. You heard it here first,
Thanks
folks.
for tuning in on Friend Plans, episode
Yeah.
4.
Here we talk about making plans with friends.
I'm a friend,
but no,
he's a friend, plans are happening.
that's right. I'm a friend. He's a friend. We're all friends. Yeah.
Yeah. All that.
This is all friends.
My homie and my friends.
I'd say this picture is just about finished.
Yeah, color that bomb and then we're done. Then we'll probably do one more game or something and we'll be done.
I wanted could you color in the dude who's about to get his ear bit
Oh yeah.
by a shark twice?
I can do that.
And then, cool, cause that way, we got two done ass pictures done in this stream
I
this
love
week.
done-ass pictures.
I love done ass pictures too. Did I show you my done ass picture of my Destiny shit that I drew? That done ass.
I saw it on Twitter, unless it's. I think I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, with all the colors and stuff on it.
Yeah, it looked great, but you should post it in the Discord so I can look at it again and make sure I did see it. But yes,
Okay,
I did.
okay.
I believe I did see it.
I'm gonna go post it in the Discord right now, and then
I was excited to see because I thought you had said that you weren't going to finish it.
Yeah, I was gonna give up on it, but then my buddy Austin told me not to, and I was like, fine.
Damn it.
Okay.
I'm glad you did because it looks good.
Thank you. I'm not 100% happy with how the colors turned out,
No?
but no,
I am, so go fuck yourself.
Oh well, fuck me. Oh,
Exactly,
well,
that's what I'm saying.
I hope you have a lovely day. That would be a good day for me. As if I got fucked.
Hallelujah. Alright, did you post it somewhere? Oh, you posted it in the Discord?
I'm about to. I'm getting my Discord open up right now. It's happening. Just you wait.
Oh, I'm waiting.
It's a happening. It's taking a second because
Boy, it built up the anticipations. Exactly.
Jesus Christ, that was terrible. What just happened? Like my brain just
Oh, that was real?
like locked.
I thought you
and
were doing like a bit.
no, that was my brain just stalling like an
I'm sure
engine.
it's fine. I'm sure the drugs haven't ruined it and smushed it in two.
Look, there's been a lot of drugs. Okay, there we go. I just sent it. And I'm gonna post it on this stream once I finish coloring this picture.
Oh, well then, should I not post it now?
I know, go for it. No, yeah, do it.
That was what I was gonna do.
Show the peeps. Cause we can do that. We can show our drawings of the week on the stream.
Exactly.
We can be like, we do this shit on our free time too.
Here are folks. Ian's drawing. If you
Wow,
like Destiny,
shit.
then boy, you like this picture, that's for sure. You are probably losing your mind over this drawing, which I am, for sure.
Oh shit, it's on the screen. Thank you guys.
Wow.
For losing your minds
Why?
over my drawing.
Wow, wait. What?
Wow, whoa, whoa.
No, that's actually awesome. I'm glad you finished it.
Thank
Last
you.
time I
appreciate
saw it, it was just like a little bit of the body and the helmet. Mostly
Yeah,
the
that was
helmet.
it.
And now it looks really good.
That drawing took a long time to do, man.
I believe it.
Sucked.
It shows. It shows.
Thank you.
Good work.
Heck yeah, I appreciate that. Now I'm on to make other different drawings now, thank God.
I know. I'm like, I feel like my drawings are almost getting shittier because I want that I like that quick. Hey, look what I made, and then I'm on to the next thing real fast.
Yeah.
So it's causing me to like not get too in depth anymore, not make anything that's too like, you know. So
Well, I think there's a benefit to not, because I really like when I was finishing that drawing up, like I had to like tell myself like, no, it's not gonna be perfect, just finish it. So I'm really trying to force myself.
There's
to
good and bad, but like yeah, like I feel like I haven't got as extensive in my work. I've left it all like simple and sketchy and shitty because I've just want that instant like
gratification.
Yeah, we're done. On to the next thing, which is great, but like also
it's it doesn't let you make things like that.
You don't have anything that's like super complete. So it's cool to see that. Good work.
Yeah, well I appreciate that. And I'm excited to see you do some of that stuff too.
Should we play one more game before we're done with the episode?
I think we should do a game. What kind of game can we make happen?
A great question for you to have. Let's clear all this out first.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Alrighty.
Alright, what games could we do? We don't have anybody like in the chat today, so we can't do anything.
No, it's been a very empty chat.
It's okay, we'll be in the VOD. Let's see. I've written down some possible games. Let me see what I got. I don't know offhand. I'll have to see what I wrote. Unless you have an idea.
I don't have an idea. Okay, well I do have the one idea. We could draw like I have two ideas. We could draw something belonging to an archetype. So like we could draw like different cowboys or design medieval knight. That's my idea. That's it though. That's all I got.
I like that, but how do we make that a game?
We
what we
could
did with rock paper drawing and just like not show them till they're done.
Yeah, we don't show each other our drawing, and we're not competing or anything like that. But we're just doing two different two different takes on a character, I guess.
Oh, like we used to with like certain things. So, okay, well, how would you come up with a theme? You could do like one of those generators. I have.
I'm gonna do see if I can do random profession.
All right, you look
maybe
at something. I'll look for one too, and then whoever finds the first good one, we'll use that.
Sounds good. Crematorium worker.
It's pretty good actually.
And then we should do like a genre. Like, is it like funny? Is it horror? Genre randomizer.
All
right.
Miners fighting over a gold nugget.
Ooh, that's pretty solid.
We could draw. And then each draw characters fighting on each side of it.
I like that idea.
We could also do your idea. The crematorium guy is pretty cool too.
Yeah, it's gonna be science fiction crematorium worker.
What do you prefer?
Let's do. So, do you want to do the crematorium worker just because the two guys fighting over the nugget, kind of similar to, almost similar to rock paper pencil?
I suppose.
But we, I mean, I really have no preference.
We could do two guys fighting over a gold nugget, or two guys fighting over a dead body.
A dead body. Okay. It's like that game Lethal League where you have like it's like Pong, but it's with a dead body and your crematorium workers.
And they're just like both yanking on it, like me, no me. I get to do it.
All right. Who should draw the dead body?
Both can. Let's start. You start on the head end on your side, and I'll start the legs. In the middle, we'll draw it on Ian 1. Does that sound good?
Ian 1, and we're drawing our dudes.
We're drawing the dead body on Ian 1, and then you'll draw.
Okay.
And I'll draw below those layers.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking of new stuff I've been watching, do you have HBO Now at all?
I don't. But
there's this new show called The Righteous Gemstones. It's made by the same guy who made, or it's like Daniel McBride. Him and his writing partner made
Eastbound and Down, right?
Eastbound and Down and vice principals.
Oh, interesting.
But
I didn't see Vice Principals, but I did watch the first season of Eastbound and Down.
oh really? Yeah, it's all good. But anyways, they're all HBO shows. But here's another one.
Huh. What's it called again? The Gemstone.
The new one is Righteous Gemstones. It has John Goodman and Adam.
Oh, jeez.
Adam, the guy from
Okay.
Workaholics.
Oh, Adam Devine.
Yeah, and then yeah, but I can't think of his name. The guy I mentioned in the very beginning.
Of Danny McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride, but they're like TV preachers, and they're super corrupt.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
So like evangelical, like mega church pastors.
Exactly.
Gotcha. That's funny. I'd watch that.
It is, yeah, it's really good. So far, it's only like an episode or two in.
Okay, so they just started coming out, like
Yeah.
just.
It's part of HBO's trying to have stuff to compete with not having Game of Thrones anymore.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. That was kind of their ace in the hole for a while. And they just came out the third season of True Detective, which I still need to see.
Oh, I didn't know they came out with third season.
Yeah, it's got Mahershala Ali as the main character, as far as I know.
That's awesome. I should actually check that out. I'm assuming they probably did better because season 2 was so bad. They're probably like, if they're gonna make a third season, they gotta really try.
Yeah, people really didn't like season 2. I haven't seen it yet, but
I haven't watched most of it. I watched a few episodes and I was like, that's enough. Alright, so we got this drawing. Now let's draw guys fighting over them. Crematorium guys, not just any guys.
Yeah. Should they be like literally pulling at the corpse, or should they be like fighting each other?
I think they have to be pulling at the corpse unless we put them on like a mat. But I think they should be. I guess we could do it either way. What's funnier? We could have them fighting each other.
Well, I'm just thinking like we could set up like a ridiculous crematorium layer, and like each side has their own special crematorium machine. Maybe.
Let's have them fighting each other to start.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna draw my dude on layer 3.
I'm drawing on EN1 still. For the line art. Since we're doing the same drawing, I feel like we can do that.
That's true. But yeah, I still need to watch True Detective season 2. I do hear.
It's good. I only watched a little bit and I was not a fan.
You saw season 1 though, right?
Oh yeah, season 1's great.
So good.
We
I've talked to so
about
many
this
people.
on the show. It's
Yeah.
It's like part of the issue was the first season was something that he had like conceptualized and worked on for like
A while.
his life, and then he finally got an
Yeah.
HBO show, and he's like, "Finally, my dream can come real." And then they're like, "Great, make new season by next year." And he's like,
Oh shit.
that thing I made was something I've worked on my whole life." Sure, I'll make.
I've had a lot of time to. Yeah, like when you have a lot of time to think about something.
But yeah, when you're like, boy, one day my dream is to get an HBO show. And
Yeah.
you get it, and they're like, "Great, new episode." And you're like, "Oh, I've only been planning for my initial goal, and I achieved it, and now shit, I don't know what to do."
Yeah, I can see that being an
myself
issue though.
making that mistake. My goals are not set that far in advance. If I got HBO show, I'd be like, "Did it? Time to
Did it,
die
yeah,
happy." And
that's
they're like, all right, can we book you for another season?" I'm like,
Oh, what?
yeah, let's do it. Probably good. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's we got time. No, you only have a year. Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
It's like, what's George R.R. Martin gonna work on now, aside from Elden Ring?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's true, he's still working on that,
He
isn't he?
worked on it at all when the show was going on.
That's true. I gotta say, there are moments in the Mad Max game
Yeah.
that, like, you know, they fall just short of, like, you know, being an accurate or a proper simulation of something where it just becomes kind of funny. Just to, like, clarify my point, like, so I came to this, like, guy who was dying of thirst, needed some water, and you can, like, give him water from your canteen, and that means you don't have any water anymore, but it gives you points,
Yeah.
I think.
Like people in the like just out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, the person's like, I need water, please, I can't go on anymore.
Yeah.
So I give him, the guy gives him the water, and it's always like this weird animation where they have to fade out, and then they fade in, and then he gives him the thing, and then it has to fade out, and then fade back into you playing the game. Even though the fade is very unnecessary, in my opinion. You can just cut. Anyways. And then, like, so the person's like, please, I need water, I can't use any more. So, like, I gave him the water, and Mad Max is like, alright, here you go, have this
Yeah.
water. And then she, like, drinks the water, and then gives it back and goes, gimme. And it's just like, you already got it, like, there's nothing to give you. Like, gimme. And it's just like, first of all, if I was, like, about to die, and, like, this person's giving me water, I wouldn't go gimme, because that's, like, a good way to get that water taken away from you. That's rude.
You don't be rude
But,
in the apocalypse.
That's right. And then also, like, you already got it. Like, why are you saying gimme when it's got? There's nothing to gimme because you already.
dehydrated. She doesn't know what.
That's true.
Give it. I've noticed whenever you find those little people wandering around the wasteland that you get like points, they give you like directions or they give you like some.
Oh yeah,
It's always the same voice actor. It's the same girl.
it is.
Hi,
Yeah, and, like-
me again. Still
Yeah.
here.
I don't you know that this place has got a sniper's nest?
It's
that
you
can go in?
again. Shut up.
Yeah. And, like, the voice acting for them is not any good.
No.
The voice acting in that game is very.
I think it's a pretty
Aside
low
from,
budget
like-
game, which
It is a pretty low budget
but
game.
it's a good game. I like it.
It's a good game. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it.
My guy doesn't have a weapon. I think you win this one. You have your trap.
Well, this one's not so much about points as it
I
is
know,
about.
I know. I drew like the Undertaker's manager. If you ever saw him, Paul Bearer.
Oh yeah,
The
you do
inspiration
have.
of this.
That's fair. That's a good one.
Undertaker.
That dude is funny.
Yeah.
Is he still alive? Is he still doing shit?
Can't be still alive. I don't know. Undertaker's like 70.
Yeah, the fact that the Undertaker's still in wrestling just blows my mind.
I've watched a few WrestleManias, and I'm not a big wrestling person. I've watched a few where he's like retiring, and he's still. No, he died in 2013.
Paul Bear.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
But I mean, he was born in 1956, so he was, or 1954, so he was like 60. He'd be in his late 60s today.
He survived a long time for someone involved in wrestling.
And he's a big boy.
He was a big boy.
Yeah.
But I'm not super into wrestling myself, but I do enjoy it.
I love the pageantry.
It's fun.
I'm not a
I love the
big-
pageantry.
I don't like follow it very well, but I like the pageantry, and that's.
Yeah, me too. It's a lot of fun, and now that they take themselves a lot less seriously, it's
I like the whole concept. I liked it a lot as a kid, and now I appreciate it. I'm like a big fan
Yeah.
of what they do, but I don't really keep up with it. Is a better way to describe it.
my appreciation of wrestling went along a pretty pretty God, what's the word I'm looking for? A pretty dissectable arc, where it was like at first I was super into it. Thought it was great because I was like an 8-year-old kid who thought like, oh, these big men are fighting each other. That's
The Rock
cool.
is awesome.
Yeah, and then there's that point where you realize it's all fake as a kid, and you're like, this shit's stupid. It's not even real.
I remember fighting with my dad about it. He's like, it's fake. And I'm like, Dad, they bleed, you idiot. They're obviously fighting, you stupid, dumb idiot. And he's like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me like that. I don't know.
I'm your dad. You don't get Xbox anymore. Goodbye.
And I'm like, fuck, wrestling's fake. I lost
Yeah.
Xbox.
And then eventually like they also were doing that thing where like the storylines were becoming really fucking heavy-handed and stupid, and then I was pretty out of it.
Yeah.
But then once I kind of got over myself, and once they got over themselves and they started doing like the fun shit again, I was like, oh yeah, no, I totally get it now. Like, wrestling's fun as shit. These big muscle dudes are throwing themselves around for like our viewing pleasure. That's hilarious.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
So
I like the concept a lot. I'm just not really a follower anymore. I've done some.
yeah.
I just recently did like some art for a wrestling gallery show. Did pretty well, but it was just like I had to ask my friends who still follow wrestling for some like pointers to make it.
I met up with some new folks. Like I met up with them for like this one 4th of July party, and they're really into wrestling. So through them, I've sort of learned a little bit about like the goings on in wrestling recently, and it's pretty cool. But like I also make music with them and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, I like wrestling. I like the whole concept. I just don't follow it. That's all.
Yeah, well, it's a lot to follow, and there's like different leagues, and you have to like know. It's like you can only have so many things that you're into and like have the time, you know.
Yeah. So I'm looking at your character, and this makes me want to ask you: did you end up watching those Nickelodeon specials? Past week?
No, I didn't actually.
Okay.
I haven't had
your
a
guy
chance.
kind of looks like Dib.
Oh, he does.
Some ways, you know, if you ever watch them.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
If I just added the little like,
The little swoop on the hair. Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty Dib-like.
That is pretty Dib.
But yeah, we'll talk about it eventually. We'll see it.
This wasn't the week to get that in. So I say these two crematorium dudes. These are just two crematorium dudes in the same.
It's like
in the same place.
I want a crematorium in this body, not you.
No, this body must be taken to its funeral. No, I want this body must be buried. No, this body must be burned. That's the fight. Is your guy's the bury guy?
Bury him. Mine's the burner. Right? You got
yours is the burner. My guy's got the apron.
You have a shovel.
Ah, shit.
What the hell do you do with a shovel?
I'm sending mixed messages, I guess, with my character
you
design.
are. That's what I'm asking.
Shit.
What do you do with the shovel?
Maybe he stole the shovel from your guy.
Maybe. Alright, well in that case, I'm the burner. You're the burner, I'm the barrier.
That's right.
Give me back my shovel.
Have your guy, like, reaching out, like, with his one arm, and then I'll draw motion lines that show that it was stolen from his hand. Oh, speaking of crematorium people, okay, so we've talked about this before. I watch a lot of really shitty, stupid movies, and I've watched a lot of horror movies that are on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime, because I think those shits are hilarious. So I saw this one movie, and it was a pretty bad horror movie, and I have thoughts on it. I'm gonna tell you those thoughts now.
I would love to hear those thoughts.
So the movie was called. What was it called? It's called The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
I've seen like ads for it, but I haven't watched it.
Okay.
Nor do I know what it's about.
Stupid fucking movie. Okay, so.
Oh man, it wasn't good.
It wasn't good. So the movie it's this kid and Rip Torn, R.I.P. Rip Torn, Rip Torn. And they're in an autopsy place. Like, it's a father and a son. They work in like this autopsy room, and so the son meets up with this girl at the beginning of the day as he's about to go to his shift at the autopsy place. And she's like, I want to come by sometime and do an article for your autopsy room. He's like, okay, cool. And then his dad informs him that they gotta stay in late. They got an autopsy to do tonight. And the son's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, let's cut this body up, my dude.
I love doing autopsies. I live for them.
I love cutting bodies up. It's not gross or weird at
I
all.
like it a lot. I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan of these bodies. So the guy shows the girl these things, and like they make a reference to like this one dead body that comes into play later on in the movie. Anyways, he's showing them the stuff, and then she has to go home, and then Rip Torn comes in. He's like, "Come on, son, we gotta go cut these dead bodies."
We got dead bodies to cut.
We got dead bodies to cut, son. And so
dad.
I'm Rip Torn. I'm your dad. And
come on, let's cut dead bodies.
Come on.
They aren't gonna cut themselves.
These dead bodies ain't gonna autopsy themselves. So they start to do the autopsy on this body that was found like in a riverbed essentially, and it's a really gross movie in that like they gotta cut the sternum with like a pair of like pliers, like autopsy pliers, and they do, and like the movie wants you to hear like the of like the bone crunching and shit. It's real gross.
They know what they're doing. Trying to make it gross.
Like, yeah, the whole point of the movie is like it's in an autopsy room so we can show off like gore and like be gross, and I'm just like, come on, like I'm not in these horror movies for the gore, I'm in it for the spooks.
I'm in it for the great production value.
The great spooks. That's right.
That's why you watch those terrible movies that are awful. I
That's
will
right.
forever be mad at you for like, the trash I had to watch when I was visiting you.
Look, we didn't watch a whole lot of trash, okay? We only
No,
spent like 2
just, like,
hours watching
7
trash. It was only 2. Okay, maybe more. No, we did watch, that one with House Sparks. And we did watch that, like, half that Indian movie.
You watch like full, like when you go to Netflix and you're like, what the hell is this? And you put it on, most people are like, ha! That was terrible. I'm turning that off. And you're like, well, better see it through. It's like it's like a 6-hour movie.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like,
I'm not gonna know what they had to show for 6 hours of the movie unless
like
we watch it.
Yeah, it's just awful. And like I keep looking at you guys like, all right, when's the joke over? When they like, ha, I just got you. All right, time to turn it off. This is a waste of time. Obviously, it was like most people play like a game of chicken with that kind of stuff, and you were like, well, I need to see how it ends. Like,
yep.
Oh.
That's what can I say? Look, watching terrible shit is funny. Okay, you get some real classic shit.
Well, I appreciate how you stick to it. But,
Thank you. If I have any qualities that people admire,
people
it's...
turn it off earlier, but I appreciate you sticking to it. I mean,
I got some stick-to-itness.
Doing that when I'm there.
It's look, just don't give me control of the remote.
I won't ever again. I learned my lesson.
If I say this looks terrible, we should watch it. Like,
don't go, haha, yeah, and then realize that without realizing that you actually mean that.
Yeah, that's very
serious. Like, yeah, that would be hilarious if we watched this trash. Anyways, what are we gonna watch? And then we're like, oh, for the next 3 hours we are watching this garbage movie that cost $13 to make.
I've watched a lot of bad movies. So, Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah, sorry.
So they start doing. No, it's okay. I was happy to stop my story to let you shit on me for...
There'd be plenty of that in this show.
Yeah, I believe that. So they do the autopsy on this girl, and they peel back like her skin, like they start to like skin the body to do the autopsy shit, and they find like these writings on the inside of her skin, and they're like, "Oh, it's a shroud. Oh my!"
What does that mean?
A shroud is, you know what? Great question. The kid in the movie just knew that word off the top of his head.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not a fucking autopsy. Right, like, oh, it's the Necronomicon. A shroud. I'm trying to find how do you spell it?
SHROUD.
That's what I thought, but it's not. It's popping up like some YouTuber.
I'm DJ Shroud.
What?
Thanks for tuning in to my Twitch stream.
DJ. Okay, a length of cloth or enveloping garment in which a dead person is wrapped for burial. So it was burial cloth, essentially, and it had like writing on it and satanic shit. Anyways, the point of the movie is as they do the autopsy on this girl, they start to find out that she was a witch, and just a straight up witch, and she's not actually dead. She's just kind of like comatose, and then she starts haunting the place. And they haunt the place, and the bodies come back to life and start haunting them. And it's all very dumb and not scary at all the way they set it up, even though it's a perfectly good idea. And then they do this thing that they do in every stupid horror movie, where they make the character gets a weapon to defend themselves. I've seen this trope in at least 5 different movies.
Okay.
Where the main character has a weapon to defend themselves. Usually it's like a knife or a pointy stick of some kind. And then the monster is fucking with them, and it's like right outside the doorway. And then something comes to a head, and the character has to start stabbing away with this weapon that they've collected for themselves. And then all of a sudden the lights go out, the lights come back on. Oh no, you didn't stab the monster, you stabbed that one character that was there earlier in the movie.
No.
And so he stabs the reporter girl by
No.
accident. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's real sad.
It's always annoying because I'm just like, oh, I get it. Like, you made them think they were fighting you, and they just stabbed like a random person who was just like, these lights are being weird. Hey, Eric, are you in there? Like, shoot. Fucking hate that shit. Anyways, yeah, the movie ends with everyone dying. Everyone dies at the end. That's the end of the movie. They all die.
Well,
That's it. That's the end.
sounds
Nailed
great.
that.
I love that movie.
It was a terrible movie.
And
it could have been cool. It was a cool concept. They could have made it a lot cooler, but they didn't. They made it dumb and bad and dumb. Stupid and bad and dumb.
It's a shame.
It is a shame.
I mean, you know.
So your guy's got 3 arms.
Yeah. He deals with the dead.
He's Dr. Octopus.
He's got unnatural powers. I was listening to your horror movies, and this guy turned into a horror movie of himself.
He certainly is. Maybe he's the Undertaker, and my guy is the crematorium worker. And if he buries the bodies, they join his army of the undead.
You know, that
So
sounds
my
like a great
crematorium
idea,
worker-
so I'm gonna go with it.
Crematorium worker has to burn the bodies so that the Undertaker can't bury them. In the constant struggle
Mm-hmm. I like that.
to save the small town.
It's
of,
such a
this-
small town.
It's such a small town. Just a city boy, born and raised in
Born and
South Detroit.
Midnight
Took a
Train,
midnight train, going anywhere.
you know, and all that. Well, I think this is a good spot to cut it down.
I think it's a
up.
pretty solid spot
Close the door.
to put this episode in the crematorium. Am I right?
Me and you can fight over it. I'll be the guy on the right. You can be the guy on the left.
My guy is the crematorium burn guy. Your guy is the crematorium burn guy. My guy has a shovel for some reason. Fuck.
My guy has 3 arms. He'd be great at shoveling, but your guy has a shovel.
Mm.
He's like,
Maybe
"Give
they
me
can
my
work out a
shovel
mutually
back."
beneficial. A
Yeah,
mutually
maybe
beneficial
they're working
agreement.
together. He's like trying to wipe some dirt off your guys' face. He's like, hey,
You got a little
little schmutz.
Yeah.
We're gonna have this body buried in no time. Love you, buddy.
I can't be burying bodies with a dirty face.
Gotta look good. All right. Well,
That makes
it's been
sense.
fun. I've had fun. Have you had fun?
I had a good time.
On a scale of 1 to fun, how much have you had?
Fun.
Great.
It's a good scale.
Well, on that note, let me play the song.
Thanks to nobody for joining in this episode. That's all right.
Yeah,
They'll
it's
watch
been
it.
just us. It's all right.
Replays.
Yeah, it's way more fun with people in the chat, but you know,
Yeah.
who knows
It is
what we're having
fun
fun.
right now. This is the theme song right now.
It's playing right now.
I'm talking over it?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's way louder. created. Ian
That's right.
created that song. Everyone should know because he's very talented. My God.
Oh, thank you. I did.
What a work of art. I listen
It's
to
a
it
work
and I
of
go,
art.
Wow, what a work of art.
I'm a work of art. I'm like a Michelangelo.
You are. It's like no, there's no place for you, and then finally somebody purchases you and hangs it on their wall, and you're like, I have a home
Hey.
finally.
I'm like, hey, get me off this wall.
This isn't my home. I have no home.
I have no home. I do now.
And somebody hangs you on their wall, and you're like, what's the Wi-Fi like here?
I did ask that.
Bad. Like, oh.
Wi-Fi's alright. The Wi-Fi worked for this episode, right?
It did. It worked great. No different
Alright.
than previous episodes, as far as I can tell.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah,
if
thanks for
anybody
joining in.
did. Thanks for watching the recording of this, because no one was here for the real thing. But,
That's right. Thanks for coming
It's
back to
still
the
fun.
previous episodes.
Yeah. Hopefully
We're
YouTube
gonna
allows us
be
to do
here.
this whole thing.
We're trying to stream every Monday at 8 p.m. Make sure you join in next time. We're gonna get the webcomic website fixed sooner or later,
Yes.
so you can check out our work there.
Do we know what's wrong with it?
No
I
idea.
think we're paying for it, so we should probably get that fixed.
We are paying for it.
Alright, let's get that figured out maybe this week or next.
Okay. That sounds good to
Sounds
me.
Great. Alright, man. It's been fun.
Alright.
Alright.
It's been real.
Folks
It's been
that
good.
aren't watching. It's been fun.
It's been good. It's been real. Thank you for joining in or not joining in. You fucking
Shutting it
jerks.
down.